As their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other, controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
12. Yellow. Tiger. Liz.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
15, yeah. Liz.
From the gun, here's Smith. That is caught at the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. He'll get it up the middle, and he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal.
Hey, 4 down. Block. Slam. Slot.
On the ground, Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32.
There we go. Back man. 120.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. Whoosh. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Hey, gun. Hey, slot.
On first down, it's Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll make this a 6-point game. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Let's go. Great. 82.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Geis. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Liz.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. up top for Cup. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
You guys go 52.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Rip. Yellow. 12.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down. Again, Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
81.
From midfield, here's Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On play action, it's Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Redskins now. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Twin left. You got three down. Block.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Hey, on. Hey, slot. Tight end's right. Liz.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage. Free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Ertz has it left side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He finds an opening past the 40, and finally taken down at the 44-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? Five defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
it. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. 12 more yards there and another first down. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. From the gun, it's Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Yeah, 52, 52. 58, boys, 58, 58. Rip Liz, Rip Liz.
After the interception, here's Smith. Going up top. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
15. Single receiver. You guys go 52. I'm coming out.
From the end zone, Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal.
Come on now, oh, come on now. Let's go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
You got 50.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Shorty. 81.
Play action. Now Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Come on now.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
81. Don't go. 80. Great.
Working from the gun. Wentz. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And take it right on the 30. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
To throw on third down. Smith. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Smith on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Liz. Regular. He's checking. Crash. Double.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Redskins have tied it here. The extra point to come can put him in the driver's seat. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Eagles. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On first down, Wentz. His throw incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Wentz on third down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Wentz now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Come on now, oh, come on now, let's go. Let's clap two.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Hey, empty. Empty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Settle down, huh?
They go play action here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
15. I got 11.
2nd and 10, Smith again. He's going to look deep down the field. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. A big play there just before halftime. And even 60 yards. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Let's go. 15. Watch right there. 52. Alert.
On 1st down, Smith. That is caught at the 7. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Hopkins' kick is good. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Preston Smith. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And they'll run it here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
Great 15. Great 15.
Hey, 4 down.
There we go. Back. Blue 80.
53 is the mic. Watch the pass.
Hey, over here.
On play action, Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
12. Liz. With Liz. Orange.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Derek Barnett in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
58 the mic. 50.
Yellow. With Liz. Orange.
Out of the gun, Smith. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Timmy Jernigan. In there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 43. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Wentz now on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Donnell Pumphrey. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Started to look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down to the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Liz, Williams. 81.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Go. 120.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
And they'll go on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
Go. Black, come on.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, ram.
Four down. Check. Four down. Check.
Lion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. This one caught by Crowder. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play. Smith to Crowder. 43 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Let's go, yellow.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Liz. Yeah.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a play fake. Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
82.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken around the 12. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So out now come the Redskins. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Timmy Jernigan. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Hey. 4 down. No, right. Yellow.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Airing one out for that's caught inside the 20. Back now at FedEx Field. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Hey, gun.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Smith, he spins free. On the catch, it's Crowder. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Throwing again is Smith. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Smith. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. As his guys are in for 6. And now the Redskins, if they hit the PAT, they will have the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Hopkins with the extra point, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football.
He's got a man complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Wentz finding his favorite receiver, Jeffrey, on a big one. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Go, go. Black.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins.
This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Hey, ram.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
4 down, 52. 52. Alert.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Now Smith. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Liz.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Tiger. Right. Yellow.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Derek Barnett in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
47. Check. Yellow. Rip Liz. Orange. Rip Liz. Orange.
To throw on second down is Smith. And that's caught inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The Redskins on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, slot. Hey, lock in. Rip left.
Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Lion.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Great.
Tight end left.
At least 5'7". 82. Wrap. Hey, stash.
Now Wentz. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Forced it, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jordan Hicks in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
He'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43.
Let's go. 15. Yellow. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
15. Hey, 52.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Smith now to throw. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
So here comes Alex Smith as he'll lead his guys up to the line to go for two.
Take down.
Smith. And this is caught. And it's a three-point game. So they make the decision. They want a three-point lead versus a two-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. To throw, it's Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Great.
Watch 17. Watch 17.
Lion. Great.
Wentz to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Wentz. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, opening